learn about intonation.
Hey, welcome to the Randy Steffes Show. We're going to intonate a bass today. And thank you for watching. And I got a guest cameraman. His name's Johnny Arkansas.
Johnny Arkansas here.
All right. I'm looking at my strobe tuner as usual.
It's wrong. I think it's looking at me.
It's looking at you right now. I don't know why it's looking at you.
Can you push a button?
Well, you want to look at me like that.
It's not some kind of... What kind of instructional video is that?
But you can see me now, right? You can see me now? All right. We got a G string. I'm going to tune the G string. And I'm going to hit the harmonic at the 12th fret. It's flat still. And okay, that's a good harmonic. And it's sharp as a motherfucker.
Did you do anything to the bridge?
I didn't do anything yet, but I'm about to, because like I hit this harmonic and that's in tune. The note's in tune. And then this is just sharp. So this string is sharp, it's too short. I gotta make it longer.
What should we do?
I'm gonna detune the string before
What?
I tune on this.
Okay, be specific.
And I'm gonna turn this screwdriver and bring this bridge piece back and make the string longer. Because it's sharp, I need a longer string.
Scandalous.
And now I gotta retune the string.
Why'd you make that string longer?
Because it was fretting sharp, so the string's got to get longer. If it frets flat, the string's got to get shorter. I think that's the way it goes. Maybe I got it backwards, but it's still pretty sharp. I'm going to detune it again. And
Not quite right.
I'm going to tighten it up some more. I'm going to turn that screw right there. Maybe this light helps. So I'm turning the screw to tighten it up. I'm moving the bridge backwards. I'm going to move it back a lot. I'm going to see if I can make it go flat. And we'll tune the string again and see if we can make it go flat. Where you're holding the phone, I'm having a hard time seeing my tuner. Alright, we're in tune. Maybe that's a little flat still. Okay, there's my harmonic. And that looks pretty good actually to me right now. There's my G string in tune, tuning. Harmonic is in tune. Okay, it's slightly flat now. So I went too far. I wanted to go too far. That was kind of my point. I'm not going to loosen off the string this time. I'm just going to get this thing to go a little longer. I lift the tension off the bridge so it moves.
It's not always the perfect way the first time, right, Randy?
Lifting it, no, it's a back and forth thing.
It's a trial and error, right?
Yeah, you know, I just made the string detuned slightly, got tuned again.
It's a trial and error.
Maybe a tiny bit flat. I'm just going to use my finger to lift this tension off the nut or off the saddle. It's a little bit flat. I'm going to make it just a little bit longer. I like that. I think that's pretty good right now.
That sounds close.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good.
Are you going to work on the G,
I'm on the D string now.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave that G string alone. There's no point in getting too finicky with it at this point because as I adjust everything, it's all going to move about.
Right.
So it's like rough it in and then fine tune from there. Is always the process. And not too bad actually. It's a little sharp. I think it's a little sharp. So again, that's too much for me to lift the tension off. I'm going to detune the string so that the saddle will move. I'm going to bring it back actually visually. What I'm doing right now is this one is in pretty good shape right there. I'm going to bring this one just a little bit back of that by eyeball. It's just going to be normal that that string is going to be a little longer intonation wise than this one. On an acoustic guitar you see that angled saddle all the time and it's pretty damn good even though it's not an adjustable intonation situation. It's pretty good, and that shape is something that's kind of common when you're intonating guitars.
Well,
back up the pitch.
Normally when I work with you, Randy, we work on guitars, so I'm a little out of my
I think
element.
that's pretty good right there. I just kind of eyeballed that one in place. Right?
Normally we work on guitar. This is the first time you and I have ever made a
This is
video
our first
working
bass
on
video.
a bass guitar.
I actually have some bass video that I'm not going to post.
Who's your favorite bass player,
It
Randy?
turned out to be a pretty big thing. Jaco Pastorius. Who else? Who's your favorite bass player?
This is Gene Simmons.
Gene Simmons. This A string is not bad. Like I'm getting a good in tune. Yeah, A string's good. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna go to the low E string.
What do you think about the guy from Rush that sings like a lady?
Are you talking about Geddy Lee?
Yeah. I think he's good at bass.
I think he's really good at Taurus pedals.
What? Well, we haven't made that video. But do you think he's good at singing like a lady?
I think that they're one of the greatest rock bands of all time.
I think he was born in a coal mine, right? Like Loretta Lynn. He sings like Loretta Lynn, doesn't he?
You know, this guy seems a little flat to me. And when I
Okay.
look at this bridge right now.
Well, let's have a look.
You
What are we
can
gonna
see
do?
you can see that it's kind of far back compared to the rest of them.
So what are you gonna do?
So-
you gotta take your screwdriver.
I'm going to take the screwdriver, I'm going to lift this thing off the saddle, and I'm going to make the string a little shorter. And I'm going to make the string a little shorter by turning this here screw counterclockwise. Wait, is that right? Yeah, that's right. All right. I'm going to eyeball it again, actually. I'm going to move it quite a bit because it's way better to err.
Whoa, you took a lot out of that.
It's way better when you do an intonation to err on the side of flat than the
You
side of
took
sharp.
a lot out of that.
I took too
Randall.
much out of it because it wasn't moving because I didn't quite have enough tension off of it. But I'm going to try that, and that's just a full eyeball. I'm just like eyeballing these guys to what I think might be normal.
This episode brought to you by Dirty Kurt and Matt from 30th Street Guitars.
Matt at 30th Street saves my ass all the time. Old Faithful's there again. I think it's Old Faithful's third or fourth trip right there right now. Doing a little more stuff to Old Faithful.
This episode brought to you by Dirty Kurt and...
Yeah, that's nice. That read really nice.
Uh-oh. Well, you moved it. I can't take a look. You have to... Can you turn it?
The tuner?
Yeah, so I can see. That's
Well,
how we...
I gotta see it right now.
That's how we prove that what you say is right.
Well, I'm just roughing in at this point, so I gotta retune the bass again. A lot of tuning and retuning.
This episode brought to you by Dirty Kurt and Matt from 30th Street Guitar.
Matt Brewster, man, he saves me when I can't do it. Matt can do it. He's a real luthier guitar repair monster. I'm a guitar tech. That's not the same thing. Anyways, I got the action on this thing where I wanted. I hold the shit out of this fretboard. And
all right,
that's sharp. That my E string's still sharp. I just gotta go down a little more.
Film me playing it. That's how you know it'll work. I'll play. If it works, then I'll be able to play Stevie Wonder easily on it. By Red Hot Chili Peppers.
I'll tell you one thing, when Leko gets his stolen bass back, he's going to be like, this thing plays
I kind of want that now. I kind of want to keep it to myself. I kind of want to keep it. You mean my bass? That's a Johnny Arkansas bass right there. I'm going to keep that at my house. He's going to have to come get it.
Still sharp.
Well, you'll have to get back into it.
It's still sharp.
Well, you said to err on the side of that.
No, I wanted air on the side of flat, not sharp. Like if you're fretting the instrument while you're playing, and notes are a little flat, you get away with it much easier than if notes are a little sharp. So when I do intonation, I always try if I'm not sure what I'm seeing.
Can you play Stevie Wonder?
Keep on,
keep on, keep it. Because if you can play that, like Flea, then you'll be fine.
The A string's also short.
I mean, we're stealing this bass from Leko, so we might as well set it up nice.
I'm going to set it up super nice. Because I have to play guitar with him.
You're going to have to use this bass in BBYTK. So don't cut any corners.
No, in BBYTK, I'll use my 1980s made in Japan Squier jazz bass.
Oh.
And that thing is just on fire. Great.
Yeah.
And also, that guitar was totally restored and brought back from bullshit. From like the neck was just bananaed. Like
this one won't cut the mustard.
But also Matt Brewster, 30th Street Guitars, my jazz bass that I love, my Japanese Squier jazz bass. I'll put it up against a custom shop bass. I bet you fucking I'll win. All right, I think I got this intonation down.
Can you play it just to clean it up? You know, like T. Teacher, keep on teaching. Here, it's still running. Let me show you how it goes. I gotta sit down to play the bass. I can't do it. The bass is too heavy.
Well, maybe we'll get you some other time, John.
Sit down.
We do shave and a haircut 2 bits. How's it playing?
It's very good.
Yeah? Is it playing all right?
It's
Would you be bummed if you had to play that bass all night?
Thank you for visiting the Randy Steffers show, and we'll see you next time.